This is the Hazardous Hooligan, and today I have this amazing prop from 2010. So this is the Hazardous Hooligan in post, and I said that this was the 2010 model, and I was actually recently informed that this is the 2009 model, and you can tell the eyes and the teeth are more of a black and off-white color opposed to like more of a white or industrial white color like the 2010 and up models. So you can see all of the eyes and teeth are that kind of black off-white color. But when they changed it, it kind of looked less realistic and more cartoony. Well, as realistic as a Reaper prop with souls in its chest can look. But yeah, hopefully this clears up any confusion, and thank you for listening. Let's get back to the video. Well, he came out in 2009, but I have the 2010 model, Ripping Reaper of Souls. And now this isn't like my normal videos. No. This is an entire restoration video, and I think you'll like it. I thought, you know, why don't I jump on the trend of restoring these guys on YouTube? So I'm about to do it. So, as you can see, cosmetically on the head, he looks pretty good, but that is not the case. He's fully dry rotted. The LEDs do work. The mouth doesn't move because of something in the head, which I will fix. But that's not really cosmetic. He's cracked, I think up here, down here, a lot under here, so that's why his head's down a little bit. But if I can support him, fix him, I'll be happy. And these, easy fix. Everything works on him. Every single little part works. So for how long, I don't know, but except for the mouth movement, of course, but I mean, it kind of moves, so it kind of counts. So anyways, I will show what he does, and then I will cut to future me restoring him. See you then.
May the demons of the underworld have mercy on your soul.
Let's do one more.
Foolish mortal, behold your destiny and despair.
Really cool. When I said his mouth moved, that was prior to me kind of fiddling with it a little bit, because before I actually opened him up, I was kind of fiddling with it, and I unscrewed the screws down there, and because this is when I first got him, and I was like, oh, it's probably just a bim bam boom fixed, but no. It's glued on, and when I unscrewed it, it kind of moved the whole mouthpiece, so it's like over here now, so it's not even really moving the head much, but still really cool. I am going to fix him.
May the demons of the underworld have mercy on your soul.
So, he took apart his head, and this little piece right here was all the way up in the back corner, right over there. So, hopefully, I don't have to open this up, get another gear from Skull Crane, and replace everything, because, you know, I'll have to wait. I'm kind of an impatient person when it comes to Halloween stuff, unless it's fixing it. Like, I can be patient with, like, details if I'm fixing that. Anyways, well, yeah, I want to test if that was actually the case, so let's go do that right now. See you then. Okay, let's see. Come on.
May the demons of the underworld have mercy on your
Yes! Yes! Okay, I don't have to replace anything. That's very good. Let's try one more time. Come on, go.
foolish mortal, behold your destiny and despair.
There we go. Let's get back to the restoration. So for these repairs, I used a mix of drywall mesh and I think it's called rubber cement, and basically patched up all the holes where they're dry rotting, cracks, or just straight up holes, just to kind of add support before I put on the other things I'll put on. And you'll see, other than latex, you'll see what I put on later on in the video. So let's go to my next part of the repair. For this part of the repair, I used blue shop towels and some more rubber cement. And I found that this was one of the easiest parts for most of it, except for the little parts in the mouth. It seemed like it was one of the easiest, besides painting, because I didn't have to match colors with this specific part. But it was a really, really nice way to do it. It just makes it so much easier. I think for a lot of my other repairs, I will use this technique. So I want to say thank you to Apache Halloween for really helping me out with this. I was messaging him back and forth on what I should do on certain things, and by the time I'm actually recording this, I'm not even done. I'm going to work on the hands next, and I don't know what I'm going to do for that, but I'm probably going to use a similar technique. So, yeah, thank you, Apache Halloween. You really saved me on this project. And, yeah, I'm really also glad to say that the finished product ends up looking really good, at least for the head part. So stay tuned for that. So I'm going to kind of do this out of order. The pictures you're seeing is the second to last step I did, but the actual last step was I put a rod, I think it was a metal coat hanger, and I bent it and cut it, and then I stuck it into one of the mold holes that was inside the base, so it would prevent the whole head from wobbling when his mouth moves, because the way they made those old YJ props was kind of weird. But anyways, let's focus on this step where I painted him. Fully painted, I just mixed some, I believe, gray, tan, and just a tiny bit of yellow to kind of keep this whole thing looking like the same. And I did the best I could, but I really think it ended up looking like almost exactly the same. There's a slight different color, but it's the best I could do. And let me know if you like it in the comments, but now let's get on to the hands. This is going to be a big part. So these are his hands before repairs. As you can see on his, I believe this is his right hand. It's actually, okay down here. But as you get up to the tips, well, these already came off, but they're much harder dry rotted. Let's see, I'll unzoom in here. Now, the cracking. So what I'm planning on doing is just doing the same thing I did for the head, but kind of more, just smaller areas, basically. So as you can see right here, I just basically did the same thing as the head, and in the next photo you're about to see, right now, I just disconnected the whole hand, which I did not know you can do until, well, I did it, and it made my life so much easier, and I fully did the back and front, but unfortunately I did not get a picture or any video of the back of this hand. So this is the other hand. I really haven't done anything to it, except for glue this finger on, because that was off right there, and I stuffed the fingers with some cotton. So I hate this one because the hands are like actually falling apart. It's gonna be really hard to fully fix this hand. The other hand was fairly easy, but still harder than the head, and that was kind of surprising to me. but I think I have to move these two over a little bit so then this gets straightened out or something like that. So let me, let's see what I do. This process was really hard. It really had to get worse until it could get better. It was really hard for me to do all of this because I basically had to reconstruct this entire hand, and it looks a little bit wonky. And as you can see in the photos, it took the entire day to do this one hand. I did do a little bit of the other, as you saw in the pictures of the other one, and I pretty much finished that one, except for the blue stuff. Unfortunately, I did not get a picture of the other one with blue, but I do have a picture of it painted, luckily. And I'm really glad the way it turned out. It's not the best that it could ever be, but it's the best I could do. So let's get into the paint now. So unfortunately, I forgot to take video or pictures of the paint in stages. It was just kind of a nightmare while I was painting it, so I kind of got lost in doing that. Anyways, this is the finished product. I think it looks pretty good for the time I did it in. I did it in an afternoon, so pretty good. And definitely don't think it's like a masterpiece or a work of art, but it's good enough that I don't think you'll really notice a difference unless you're really looking at it. And yeah, so now let's get on to the fully restored demo. So finally, after hours and hours of work, here we have the fully restored Ripping Reaper of Souls. Let's get right into it.
May the demons of the underworld have mercy on your soul. Foolish mortal, behold your destiny and despair. If you think the dead rest in peace, think again.
So hope you enjoyed this full restoration video on YJ and Spirit Halloween's Ripping Reaper of Souls from the 2009 season. And yeah, it was definitely a big project. And I'm really glad at the turnout of this. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. If you like what I did, please subscribe. And yeah, I will be doing a demo review and unboxing later on my channel, maybe in a few days. So if you want to, you can watch that. It'll be coming soon. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.